I'd have the sleeping pill mixture already prepared. The person would drink it, fall asleep, and that's when they would be strangled. And eventually I did turn to cannibalism.
Jeffrey Dahmer on the surface was not an abnormal appearing individual. He was fairly good looking, he was well spoken, he was articulate.
Never in a million years would I have guessed a homicidal maniac.
As a teenager, as an extension of his childhood fascination of dead animals, Dahmer began to construct fantasies of sex with dead or unconscious men.
Dahmer told me that on one occasion he had seen in the newspaper an account of a young man who was killed on a motorcycle, and he fell in love with the individual just from the photograph.
His interests turned to animals. He viewed them very differently to how most children look upon their pets.
He stated when he was a very young child, he had found a decomposed squirrel, and the bones were there. He kind of took it apart. He said that he found a roadkill and he wanted to see what was inside it, like a raccoon or a dog. He brought that home, a dead dog that he found on the side of the road was hit by a car, cut that open and looked at the insides of that.
Jeffrey started to do this from a very young age. He would roam the surrounding countryside looking for roadkill to add to his growing macabre collection.
Dahmer killed 16 young men between 1987 and 1991. We had no idea that a serial slayer was operating in our city.
From this moment onwards, Dahmer continued to kill. Sometimes there would be months, weeks, or even just days between his killings. After already killing 4 men in August 1988, Dahmer made a fatal mistake. His 5th victim escaped. The police were called, and Dahmer was arrested for molesting and taking photographs of a 13-year-old boy. He was sentenced to do only 12 months in a low-security prison. In November 1993, 2 inmates were killed by delusional schizophrenic Christopher Scarver at the Columbia Correctional Institute. One was Jesse Anderson, the other was Jeffrey Dahmer.
Scarver got a piece of equipment off an exercise machine, crept up upon Dahmer and bludgeoned him to death, and then crossed the gymnasium and bludgeoned to death Anderson.
He knew that he was going to be killed if he asked for the general population, and talking to the investigators said that the gentleman that was killed with him, Jesse Anderson, had all kinds of defensive marks where he tried to stop Carver. But Jeff Dahmer had no defensive marks on him, that all his strikes were from the beginning.
He's done something that will probably take generations to heal, but for some people it'll never heal.